Hey guys, I am back. Hope everybody's doing well. I am doing fabulous. Just wanted to check in. I'm gonna continue my quote unquote series. I've never had a series before, but I consider this a series because it's ongoing. There's at least 4 parts that need to be there to complete the Emperor energy that I want you to learn to embody so that you can get on your throne, your metaphorical throne, quicker. So today I want to talk about my comfort zone, where I would like to live, where I tried to live several times in the past, but you cannot live there. It is great to have these skills, to embody the energy of uh, cups energy, but you cannot live there. You will get trampled on. You will be destroyed if you just live in that energy all the time. So you cannot live in cups energy. But it is wonderful. It's a beautiful place to be, if only reciprocated. It is, well, in my life, rarely been reciprocated, authentically anyway. So that is why I can't live in my comfort zone, but it is very much who I am and who I want to be all of the time, but you can't. You wouldn't be an empress or an emperor if you just lived in one or two energies all the time. So you have to embody all of them to step into your full power, into your true self. But I would love to, guys. I would love to be there all the time. If it were a perfect world, being a Libra and loving love and loving everybody and just wanting to be all warm and fuzzy all the time, I would love to stay in the Queen of Cups energy. But life has taught me many lessons, and one of the biggest ones is that I can't be that sweet, kind, nurturing, lovey-dovey person all the time. Doesn't work out for you. Being in that energy can work out for you. You just have to know how to balance it out with the others, but definitely having the others that come into play along with it. Just a couple of updates real quick. I went to court on Monday, and the CPS DHS petition against me was dropped. I am so happy to not be in juvenile court anymore. But of course, we still have circuit court to go, and the people that I am involved with are very, very malicious, and they do not put the best interest of the child first. So, of course, they don't want to look at how much my son misses me. In fact, his dad ridicules him and tries to embarrass him and make him choose sides. So he can't even freely talk about how much he loves and misses his mom. He has to keep it just between me and him. So, of course, they're going to make a play to try and get some kind of emergency custody situation, as if even though I was completely released from any kind of scrutiny from the state, which is pretty rigorous. I complied with all things that were asked of me for over 7 months now, psychological exam included, and they found no fault. So they cannot bring anything against me anymore, but yet that doesn't stop people from going to circuit court and filing anything that they want. Like I've said before, you can file a motion for banana bread if you want. You can file a motion for anything, no matter how whimsical or made up or malicious that it may be. You can file anything that you absolutely want. It's whether you can make it stick. So all I did was go and file for my normal custody per my divorce decree back until we go to trial, and they don't even want to let me have that. So they still want to try to make me out to be some deranged, unhealthy person, even though I have documentation that they made me do that states otherwise. They're still not going to stop, because it's not about the child. It's not about the child at all. It's about hatred. It's about winning at all costs. It's about anything and everything except my child wanting to be with his mother and being able to go back to some kind of normalcy and have everyone that he loves in his life at the same time. That can't happen, because that would make them feel like they lost in some way. and they just can't let go of that notion. So I will never give up on my son. I know that God has this and He has paved the way. I've already won when it comes to God because I have been in the light and I've been obedient and I have strived to complete my tests and all of the hurdles that have been placed in front of me. And I think I've done a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. So I'm not worried or stressed about anything. I still need to get um, a lot of things in order for myself, but nothing that should prevent or provide basis for me not having my son back in my life in the capacity that he was before until we go and get a decision by a judge otherwise. So I'm going to keep pushing on. I'm going to keep pushing on, and I'm going to be a light for all of you guys because I know that I'm not the only one that is going through situations like this, and other people in the future will go through situations like this, and I want them to be able to look to me and gather strength and know that they can do it too. If I can do it and be all alone except for God, and I believe in angels and spirit guides and all of these things in the spiritual realm, but without mentioning that, God, okay? Let them do what they're going to do, and you sit back and say, but God, because you walk in faith with the Lord, and you already know that you have given it up to Him, you've surrendered, you do everything that's involved in playing your position, and it will work out for you. I can't wait to cry my tears of joy and let you guys know, be the example and shout God's names from the mountaintop because all glory be to Him, okay? Today, we're going to talk about Queen of Cups, King of Cups energy, right? You lead from the heart. You're very present and in the moment. Anything upright is positive. So, of course, we're going to talk about that energy in the upright most of all because that's where I want you to be in every energy. I want you to be in the upright. I want you to be in the light. I want you to walk with the Lord. So, the Queen and King of Cups energy, they have very strong intuition, sometimes psychic abilities. Meeting people on an emotional level, no matter where they are, you can meet them there because you can empathize greatly. Cups energy is it's water. It's about emotions. So you definitely have great empathy for people, and you can feel what they're feeling. You know when they're feeling lost. You know when they're feeling happy. You know when they're needing something, when they're falling short, when they're in a deficit. It's definitely a space where, an energy where you can make people feel that they're comfortable being vulnerable around you and expressing themselves, that you provide unconditional emotional support to them and acceptance no matter what. It's a no judgment zone. Care very deeply about relationships in that energy. Sweet, sensitive, shy, even like myself. I told you, it comes very natural to me to be in the Queen of Cups energy, and I'm not sure if it's because I'm a Libra or because I have water in my chart. I'm on the cusp, so I am the day before Scorpio. But I love meeting people where they are. I love being able to relate to them. I love making them feel comfortable around me. I have this ability to lead, but also people let me lead them because they feel comfortable with my leadership. I don't look down on them or talk down on them. I very much like to meet them where they are and assess the situation as they're opening up to me and telling me what I need to know to help them help themselves. That is where I love to be, to teach them self-care, to self-love, to just be an active listener and provide support no matter what their needs may be. In this energy, you need, well, in any energy, but definitely being intuitive. Everyone has intuition. You have to hone in your intuition. Always trust your gut. There's a lot of situations in my life where I didn't trust my gut, and I very much wish I had, because I, had expectations of people that were unrealistic, and you want to manage your expectations, even though you can offer this energy to others and it can be very helpful to them. They're not always going to follow up on that. They're not always going to take heed to what you're teaching them. They'll know for later if they decide to work on themselves or work on the things that may be bothering them, but you can't make them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So always know that you can't go all in. You provide that support. You trust your gut. Know when to have boundaries, and that is very, very, very important in this energy. Do not go into this and be too generous or neglect your own needs. Show yourself the same love and the same respect as you show people while you're embodying the Queen King of Cups energy. It's easy to become spent or burnt out when you extend yourself in this way, especially when it involves emotions or listening to other people's emotions. Being very genuine and caring back. You're being authentic with them, embracing their emotions and your own when you respond. So it can be very draining as it is, but it is definitely worthwhile and rewarding. But don't allow yourself to be, overextend yourself, spread yourself too thin for others. Make sure that you are pouring that same love and self-care and respect back into yourself. So be open to also receiving what you are giving to people in this energy back. But always discern, because some people will, in that energy, mistake it, your kindness for weakness. So you can't take on all of their burdens with them. You have to be very neutral, and not overextend in a way that's going to deplete you. It's very easy, but don't doubt yourself. Your intuition is your compass. So if people need you to be in this energy and you have that energy to give, definitely give it to them. But always give it back to yourself too. Remain centered, remain balanced, ground yourself, meditate. Always nurture your own well-being as much or more than you nurture others. I learned that the hard way, guys, and I just want to tell you it's important to be this for other people, to show that within yourself that you're capable of these things. You cannot be it all the time. Other situations require you to be in your fire energy. They require you to be in your air energy, to communicate, to draw that sword, to have that and that drive. You can't be here all the time, but know when people need this, and when you have the energy to give it, and be that understanding, nurturing, loving person to others and also to yourself. I would say in the reversed, when people are in their reverse cups energy, they are insecure, they are codependent, they're naive, they have rose-colored glasses on. I definitely have been in the reversed energy, very codependent with partners in the past. I have had rose-colored glasses on, which made me want to live in that space, because I thought that, well, if I could just be this to everyone, and they'll eventually, and if I keep trying harder, and if I keep showing them more love, that it'll eventually be reciprocated. It will come back to me, because what other choice will they have? But that's not true. They have a choice, and sometimes they will never make that choice to give back to you or to be authentic when giving back to you. Some people will see you in that energy and take great advantage of you being loving and caring and nurturing, and they will try to manipulate you. They will give you fake love. who try to make you think that they're reciprocating that. And in fact, they don't have any of this energy in their body at all. Narcissists, definitely, they will either be the hero or the victim. They will never own their own shit and be vulnerable or admit that they're wrong. So you have to look out for those energy vampires out there that use you and your loving, kind nature to feed off of. So don't be in that energy all the time. You can't be in the reversed energy. Don't be naive to others' intentions. Sometimes they will wait for you to be in this energy or create situations in which you are naive or you have need for others so that they can swoop in and show you that fake love or be the a perceived savior in the situation to make you be indebted to them. I definitely have fallen for that before as well, because I wanted to see the best in people and didn't want it to admit to myself that I had poured into others' cups that didn't have any intention of pouring into mine. So that's why you have to fill your own cup first. You have to fill your own cup. You have to love yourself, because even if you do get swindled or tricked and you are just a loving, sweet, caring person by nature, that even if you do get depleted by manipulators, that you are still filling up your own cup. So it doesn't matter, boo. Moving on without you. I've seen you, I've discerned you now. I've let go of any expectations that I might have had. I know the name of your game. I can tell just by smelling your energy now that you have no intention of working on yourself, that you've done no work. You're still in the same space that you were when I left you. So there will be no more pouring into your cup. It's pouring into my cup, and it's finding people that are worthy and that appreciate it, and that will take away what I'm trying to give to them, and they'll respect it, and then they will in turn show it to others, and then it will grow, and then it will multiply, and it will be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I want to spread this across the world, the whole planet. I want to raise the vibrations of this planet by showing everyone that when the time is right, when you have used your discernment and you have listened to your intuition, that you can love, 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 and nurture and be kind, and harmonious relationships with others can be at the forefront, and you can let that wall down with the right ones, and you will not regret it. Okay? It's a beautiful thing. Love is why we're here, to raise the vibrations. This is where I want you to have this card. I want you to have this tab loaded, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I wish we could all live there, and maybe one day we will have harmony and peace and love on this planet, to where we can all be in our Queen King of Cups energy the majority of the time, and we won't have to worry about watching our back as much or letting our guard down, because so many others will have learned this as well, and we'll all be in, or most of us will all be in similar energies, to where we won't have to hesitate about showing this part of ourselves. That would be amazing. To wrap it up, Cups energy, healer energy, counselors, nurturers, supportive, kindness and comfort in hard times to yourself and for others. You embrace your emotions and you express them authentically. You don't just do it to manipulate others. You don't just do it when you want someone to do something for you, or you want them to think that you are this type of person, that you're wearing that as a mask. You want to really be it. You want to walk in that energy and have people see that you are capable, that you have this in you, that you can do it. You can be authentic while doing it, and you mean it. It comes from your heart, and that you have a heart, that it's in there, and you're not afraid to show it. Like guys, I have rarely seen guys in their King of Cups energy. There's this toxic masculinity out there, this um, air of you have to be the tough guy and you can't show your feelings. And I want to get more guys in their King of Cups energy. I want to have more emperors out there, more divine masculines out there. That would be wonderful, and there would be much less runner chaser vibes when men could embody this without shame or um, doubt and trust that this can be reciprocated, and it can be a beautiful thing to be in a relationship and not look for the bigger, better thing, to know what you have right in front of you when you have it, and to respect that and value that, and in turn give it back as much as it's being given. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So I want to encourage the guys out there, the masculine energies out there, to really strive to work on this. I think it's easy for women. Once they get hurt, it's less easy, but have that card. Have that card in your pocket and know when it's the right time to use it, and use it with all your heart. It helps you to understand yourself and be reflective, because once you give it to yourself and you know how good that feels, and once you learn how to use your discernment and you know who deserves it and who doesn't deserve it, when you can cut this energy off to people and when it's free to give, it's amazing. It's so refreshing. And if you're pouring into your cup, it's even more. It's even more. You're getting it reciprocated from someone else. You're giving it to yourself. You're getting it from God. I mean, how much more could you want? Pentacles. So pentacles would be next. That would be the only other thing that you could want on top of having your sword energy, cutting through the bullshit. You could have your wand energy, and you can be magic, and you can be a fiery and assertive on your goals. That you can have your cup energy, and you can be harmonious and loving and peaceful and nurturing and intuitive. And then what else is left for you to want? The pentacles, the shmoney. That's what I'm going to talk about next time. Not sure if that'll be my exact next video, but in the series, that is the last one to talk about, is your pentacles. It's definitely what I'm working on, the things that I want to secure: a house, a car, money in my bank account. And I want to have my son back and have everything that he could possibly need waiting on him. That's my goals right now. I've provided everything for myself. These are what I need to provide for him. And I have everything in place to keep him cared for and secure and happy at the moment. But I want more pentacles. Everybody wants more pentacles. And one of the main reasons that I want more pentacles is so that I can share what God gives me with others. And I know that's another reason why I'm going to come out on top, because God knows what's in my heart. And he knows that any abundance that I have in my life will be freely shared with others. And in turn, I pray for him to send me people, the right people that he deems necessary for me to share that with and to help. And that is also beautiful. So when you talk about pentacles, I don't want that. In pentacles in reverse would be talking about greed, the people that want to have those come-ups off of wishing bad intentions on others. But we, of course, are going to talk about the upright mainly, and the pentacles, to take care of yourself and others, the good that you can do with pentacles. How if you live your life right, you are deserving of the pentacles, and you will share them with others. That will also create higher vibrations on this earth. So, and that's about all I wanted to say today. I am sending lots of love out to you as a collective. I hope everyone's in a good place. Definitely pray for me. I'm praying for all of you. I love you. God loves you. You're never, ever alone. Bye.